Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Shaka from Shaka Reacts. Today we've got another music teacher reaction and analysis video for you. Today we're going to be checking out the group Pentatonix and their cover of Lorde's Royals. Super pumped for this, guys. Let's get into it.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose, tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in a hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be wrong.
I was waiting the whole time. The beginning what part was going on. For one, there's so much I love. We're going to talk more of it in a second here, guys. But I'm sitting there like, the bass drop's coming. The bass drop's coming. I can't wait for the bass drop. When's it going to happen? And then, oh, God, it was so good when it happened. We're going to rewind just a hair. Keep going, because I got to hear that bass drop again. Oh, God, it was so good.
Jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. This kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Oh, man, so first of all, I love this song in general. The original by Lorde is so good. It's one of my absolute favorites, but man, we've talked before about how just amazing Mitch and Kirsty are together, and the blend that they have in particular. It's so good. And not to take anything away from Scott, to be clear. Usually Scott's in lead, so it's a little bit different when he's in lead, and they're, more harmony based here. But my gosh, that opening, the blend that they have, the harmonies that they have here, which again, that's kudos more to Lorde necessarily than it is to them, even though it's their own arrangement of it. They just blend so well, and those harmonies are amazing. I think one of the things they do so well, we haven't really talked about it before, is the dynamic. So we've talked about the blend that they have and how amazing their blend is, how well they balance as a group. Even their dynamics. So a lot of times you might have, within an ensemble, you might have a crescendo, for instance, written, maybe a 5-beat crescendo. And you'll have the trumpets will play it one way, trombones might play it another way, flutes might play it another way. I come from a band background, so I tend to default to band situations, but it's the same thing in a vocal situation. You might have one person that maybe crescendos just a little bit faster. The other person waits a little bit longer to crescendo. And you don't always have this exact precision of the dynamics, whether it be crescendo or decrescendo. It's not the case here. Especially Kirsty and Mitch in particular. Their dynamic growth and diminuendos and things are so precise and so clean with each other. It's just amazing to hear these guys sing. They're so incredible. We're going to wind just a hair, continue on, and obviously get some more of this amazingness that they've got for us. Oh, love it.
Let me live that fantasy.
I like that rhythm there too. It's different. Different rhythm than the original.
My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party. And everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, but
yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to pause it there, because I know you all want the climax here. But I got to hear that section again, because there's some amazing things happening through there. One, again, Avi with that incredible bass scoop that he had was phenomenal. So good. The other thing, it's very obvious from the beginning, and that is Kevin and the... How do I describe this? It's like the onomatopoeia of what he's doing, where he's creating these sound effects, and he's letting it linger. He's letting these things happen, like the popping like that, all the little things, not things that are not actually percussive, things that you wouldn't necessarily be able to make on a percussive instrument. It's just so good. The little bit of reverb that he allows and the length that he allows with it is so good and clean, and I just love it. Like it sends like tingles up my spine. It's so good. We're gonna listen to that section again, focus in on that stuff in particular, and how much space he's able to leave for those sounds for us to really appreciate it. And then, like I said, that bass, beautiful bass little scoop up that we got from Avi. Oh,
let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party.
Right here.
Everyone
I
who knows
love that.
us knows
God.
that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in our hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. Whoa, we're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be. It don't run in our blood. This kind of
Interesting.
love stays for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be.
Oh, that was cool. That was not in the original. We've heard a couple of rhythms that are different than the original. The harmonies right there were freaking awesome. I loved them. Something I just thought of. We're going to rewind and watch that section again because that was really neat. Something I just thought of that I thought was really interesting. So I think it's a really good move on their part to have Mitch sing lead here, because he has that kind of, what we would call kind of a mid strong alto voice that we've got going on there that's really featured a lot in the original Lorde. It's a very alto heavy song. And I thought what they were going to do is have him featured for most of it, but then at the end, they'd have Kirsty go up and just start ripping it in that belting soprano range to really take it up to the next notch, the next level. And thus far, they haven't done it. Maybe they do at the end. But it's interesting to me that right now they're letting Mitch kind of let loose with it. And Kirsty is just she's the little sprinkles on top at the moment, which is great. But I thought maybe they let her just rip at the end. But again, really good choice to have Mitch be the vocal lead in this song in particular. We're going to rewind, like I said, guys, just a little bit. Listen in particular, like I said, to the harmonies that we just heard there in that last section. That was really sick.
Diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. Whoa, we're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be. It don't run in our blood. This kind of love's just
Like, I thought Kirsty would take that.
We crave a different kind of buzz.
It's so cool.
We crave it on in our blood. This kind of love's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz.
Man, I could listen to that on repeat 24/7. That is such cool dissonant harmony, and they're so in tune. It's amazing.
We crave a different kind of buzz.
I love that. I love that. Oh.
You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I rule. Let me live that fantasy.
I love the rhythm that they do there.
Life is great without a care. We're not caught up in your love affair. We're bigger than we've ever dreamed. And I'm in love with King Queen.
Okay, before we continue on, something I noticed in this is a really cool section, by the way. So when Kirsty joins in, they split the melody. So you'll hear eventually Kirsty kind of takes over the top line. When he does the first iteration of it, Mitch, that is, he takes the whole melody, and you can hear his actual head voice switch on. It's very rare in all the times that I've listened to Pentatonix for me to be able to actually pick out when he switches from his chest to his head voice, because the switch for him is so clean and so effortless. I actually was able to catch it this time. Like I said, we're going to rewind just to start this section. It's when he goes up into the higher register of this main melodic line. If you listen really carefully, you can hear him actually flip it into that head voice. It's such a rare occurrence to actually be able to catch him do that. Really cool.
Let me live that fantasy. Oh,
right there.
Life is great without
That's so rare to hear that.
Caught up in your love affair.
And now he'll stay low. She takes the top end. That's so cool.
And I'm in love with being queen. Life is great without a fear. We're not caught up in your love affair. We're bigger than we've ever dreamed. And I'm in love with being queen. And we'll never be
That is great writing. I love that. I love it. One, I from a musical standpoint, to have that break in all of the extra and have it just be a single solo moment before you break into the big hit that we're about to get into. But also, I mean, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure the lyrics for that moment are very intentional, and I applaud them for embracing that. Well done on their part. It's really cool. Very cool moment there musically.
With being queen, and we'll never be wrong.
Such a good drop.
Don't run in our blood. This kind of love is made for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee. Baby, I will.
Costume change.
We're bigger than we've ever dreamed.
Oh, interesting ending. Interesting chord ending there. Really cool. Really cool. Very different than the original.
We're bigger than we've ever dreamed.
I love the jazzy ending there. I love the jazzy ending. That's really cool. Really cool ending. Really great song. Very neat arrangement of this. I am a huge fan of the original. I think the original is amazing. One of my all-time favorite songs. And Pentatonix absolutely does it justice, without a doubt. I think made some really big improvements on it as well. I don't think I want to compare the two of them completely necessarily. You always need to acknowledge the original whenever you do a cover like this. But man, they're each just such great versions of this song. Really, really great job on their part. Amazing stuff. Hopefully you guys like this as much as I did. If you did, I'd appreciate if you guys like, subscribe, and of course, last but not least, turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss any of our other videos that we got coming out. Last but not least, everybody, if you want to continue your journey down that music rabbit hole, make sure you check out the next video.